Cinderella Is Dead, 2020, is a young adult retelling of the classic fairy tale written by Kalynn Bayron. Set 2 centuries after the original tale, the Kingdom of Versailles enforces an annual ball where every young woman must attend, hoping to be selected by male suitors. Those who are not chosen risk dire consequences. The story follows 16-year-old Sophia Grimmins, a lesbian who refuses to accept the kingdom's rules. She escapes the ball, encounters Constance, the last surviving descendant of Cinderella, and together they uncover the truth behind the legend while working to dismantle the monarchy's brutal, patriarchal rule. Sophia is desperate to persuade her girlfriend Erin to run away with her before the ball. Now that they are both 16, they must attend every year until selected. After 3 failed attempts, a girl becomes forfeit, meaning imprisonment or death. Forbidden relationships and escape attempts are equally punishable, so Erin refuses to risk it. Resigned to her fate, she accepts the role forced on her as a woman. Sophia, however, remains unwilling to comply. On her way to a dress fitting with her mother, Sophia runs into her friend Liv, who is seeking the help of a fairy godmother because her family cannot afford a proper gown. Once again, Sophia begs Erin to flee with her, but both Erin and Liv urge her to stop questioning the laws. At the seamstress's shop, her mother obsesses over the gown's details. Though Sophia's parents know she is a lesbian, they still believe her safety depends on conforming to the king's laws rather than pursuing happiness. Later, her mother sends her back for forgotten ribbons. Luke Langley, the son of her father's friend, drives her carriage, since women are forbidden to drive. During the ride, Luke hints at being different himself, revealing he is gay. Sophia doesn't fully grasp his meaning at first, but soon after, when she enters the shop, she finds the seamstress's child weeping as his father abuses his wife. Sophia interferes, angering the husband, though he allows his wife to serve her. Sophia offers help, but the seamstress refuses. On the way home, Sophia and Luke encounter Morris, a wealthy bully, who taunts Luke about his past relationship with Louis. Luke retaliates, and Morris flees. Sophia learns that Morris and his brother Edward exposed Luke and Louis's relationship, which led Louis's parents to forfeit him. Luke's family spared him only because his sister convinced them it was a passing phase. Determined to escape, Luke proposes that he and Sophia form a partnership. At the ball, Sophia once more begs Erin to run away, but Erin refuses. King Manford notices Liv, poorly dressed because no fairy godmother appeared, and has guards remove her. Luke offers to publicly claim Sophia as his wife, which would protect her from other suitors and buy them time to plan their escape. She agrees, but Morris also lays claim, which voids Luke's choice and lands him in prison. Morris then corners Sophia, who rejects his advances, prompting him to threaten her. She slips away through a bathroom window and flees into the forest, eventually stumbling upon Cinderella's tomb. There she meets Constance, Cinderella's last living relative, who offers to help her. Sophia briefly returns to her parents before deciding on escape. Her mother offers to hide her, but her father rejects her outright. Soon after, Sophia discovers Liv's lifeless body in a ditch, her face frozen in terror, her hair drained of color. With Constance, she travels to Cinderella's abandoned home. Constance explains that her family was exiled long ago and that the official Cinderella story is false. Prince Charming seized power by exploiting a drought, ousting Cinderella's rightful father and imposing harsh laws. Many suspect the kings are cursed. Disguised as men, Sophia and Constance venture into town for supplies. They encounter Erin, who is already engaged to Edward and enduring abuse. King Manford publicly executes the seamstress for allegedly helping Sophia escape. A vendor recognizes Sophia as female, but Constance drives him away with a blade. Together, they cross into the neighboring land of Lille and seek out a fairy godmother to learn about the curse. The fairy godmother turns out to be Amina, the very witch who once aided Cinderella. Long ago, she was saved from execution by a man who demanded repayment. He asked her to make him king. He engineered a drought, then ended it to gain power. This man was both Prince Charming and King Manford, immortal by way of magic. Amina explains she sustained his life but never his youth, though he discovered another way by draining the vitality of others. She once gave Cinderella a dagger to kill him, but after Charming professed love, Amina hoped he might change. Instead, she foolishly gave Cinderella a love potion, which wore off, turning charming cruel when she rejected him. During their travels, Sophia and Constance's bond deepens into romance. When Manford arrives demanding Sophia, Amina sends him away. In a divination, Amina foresees her own death. Constance sees herself saving someone. Sophia sees Manford draining her life. The three perform necromancy on Cinderella, who appears gray and ghostly like Liv, urging them to find her diary and finish Manford. Amina steals an invitation to a new royal event, the Winter Cotillion, where unchosen girls will now be immediately forfeited. At the cotillion, Sophia attempts to kill Manford, but he doesn't bleed or die. Captured and thrown into a dungeon, she meets Emile, a friend of Constance, and learns that prisoners are drained to prolong the king's youth, just as he once drained Cinderella. Sophia escapes her cell with a hairpin, though she cannot free the others. Exploring, she discovers Cinderella's diary, which reveals her slow torment under Manford. Sophia rescues more prisoners, including Luke. When Manford attempts to drain her, Constance intervenes. Amina then confesses that she is Charming's mother. Bound by the necromancy that revived him, she cannot defy him. During a struggle, Constance fulfills her vision by stabbing Amina, who dies by Cinderella's dagger. Manford seizes Sophia, but when she grasps the dagger, he bursts into light and disintegrates into ash. As the palace burns, Sophia collapses, but Constance saves her, just as foretold. In the aftermath, Sophia declares to the crowd that the king is dead and change is possible. While many rejoice, others resist. Reunited with her parents, Sophia introduces Constance, and hope for a new future emerges. The novel closes with a rewritten, people-approved version of Cinderella, authored by Sophia herself. Constance rules as Cinderella's heir, quelling rebellion with Emile's help, while Sophia urges readers to fight oppression, raise their voices, and be a light in the dark. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.